You know, I'm really happy Pokemon went out of their way to name an English TCG set Evolving Skies, very clearly theme it off of, oh, I don't know, the Eeveelutions, and then quite literally take 6 of the coolest cards you could possibly get from the set, take them out of the set, and then put them into giveaway rinky-dink boxes that are going to come out right around the holidays. Is this going to be one of those rant videos? You bet. Am I going to have many points? Probably not, but gotta get that watch time. Anyways, roll that intro. Hey Gengar Gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another video. In today's video, friends, we talk about the Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon premium collections coming out in December of 2021. I have a lot of things to say, so won't spend much time with an intro, but let's get right on into it, right? So, on September 16th, 2021, our friends over at Pokebeach, by the way, go check them out, because they are awesome and break tons of TCG news as it relates to the Pokemon community, so very, very good page. Anyways, they broke the news that, hey, on December 3rd, we will see the release of 3 collections featuring the special art Pokemon V and VMAX versions of Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon that we were seemingly missing from the Evolving Skies set. Now, each collection is going to include a promo card of the Pokemon named for the box, and you're going to get the V, the VMAX, and a jumbo version of the VMAX, as well as a pin of the star Pokemon of the box, and 5 booster packs. And as you can see, there you've got the alternate arts here. We'll take a look at those in a little bit. Now, to briefly page over these, here's what the Vaporeon one, that was an interesting way of messing up that name. The Vaporeon box, as you can see right here on screen, is pretty neat. Obviously has Vaporeon. I like that the text is like matching the color. They used like the eyedropper to like get the right color on it. You do get a big warning: functional sharp points. Pin contains functional sharp points. Not for children under 4 years. Love that. And then, yeah, you've got the pin up here, which is pretty dope. Can't necessarily think of a reason why they would, you know, include a pin here, but I think pins are becoming one of the fun ways that they can include something special, and more importantly, they can sneak a price in it for there. So even if you don't want it, someone like me would never go after the pin specifically, but, you know, maybe I want this particular coin and I end up having to pay for the pin anyway. And then, as you can see, you'll get the 6 boosters, which are staggered back here. Looks like it'll probably be Evolving Skies and Chilling Reign, which makes a lot of sense given the most recent releases. I do hope they sneak some older Sword and Shield era stuff in there, maybe like a nice slice of Darkness Ablaze or Vivid would be pretty dope. But I have a feeling these aren't going to be on store shelves much anyway, because they're probably going to fly off store shelves. Anyways, you do get 2 promo cards, 1 oversized card, 6 boosters, and the reason I am repeating that is because if you look, they now are actually including a literal breakdown of what you get on the front of the box as well. In the past, you would usually have to flip the box over, and that's when it has like a little bit of a breakout. So it's pretty cool that they're actually kind of like outlining it in like cyberpunk security graphics over here. It's pretty dope. And of course, the elephant in the room to address is the Vaporeon V, or the Star Pokemon V card, which you see right here, and then the Vaporeon VMAX card, which is right here, and then you also get a jumbo version of that card. Here's what the Jolteon one looks. As you can see, the overall design stays relatively similar. However, the color palette like drastically changes. So again, similar concept. You'll have all of the different tidbits up that way. You'll have the Vaporeon pin, or the Jolteon pin in this case. Same packs, I bet. Same coin, by the way, so you will get the exact same coin no matter which of the 3 you're able to get your hands on. And then, of course, you have the alternate art V card, the VMAX card, and then the full, you know, the jumbo version of the VMAX card. And finally, but not least, is the Flareon. Again, the, you know, color palette changes wildly, but that's literally about it. You've got the coin, which is right over here. You've got the VMAX. You've got the coin again. You've got the regular size version of the VMAX, and then you've got the full art V card. as they say. So those are the three Eeveelution boxes that we're expecting in December of 2021. No surprise, but Pokemon is probably stacking these in anticipation of knowing fully well that they will be a huge hit for the holidays, and they will cost $39.99 US, which means they're perfectly in that price range of just expensive enough that it's a cool gift, but not expensive enough that you have to justify liking someone that much to get it for them. So, you know, it's under that $50 price range. Is that just me? Let me know down below. Is $50 too much for a Christmas gift for like a casual friend, or would you go more expensive on a neat Pokemon product if you needed to? Anyways, the European version of the pack, and I don't know why this is a difference based on region, but the European version will only come with 5 booster packs, and it does not contain a metal coin. It'll cost 37 euro. So one of those weird things where I'm like, why lose a pack and no coin when I don't think it costs anything to include that. But yeah, just one of those weird, random little quirky things. And here is where I begin the rant part of this video. One of the things that I really just sincerely can't get over is how I don't feel as though Evolving Skies is a complete set without these cards. And so, there's a part of me that wants to include these cards in my binder for Evolving Skies. But the thing is that Evolving Skies doesn't have a numbered location for these cards to go. So if you're a fan of Evolving Skies, one of the things that you're going to notice is that the set is actually missing the location for those cards. So you can see, you know, here's where the trainers end and where the full arts begin. You've got Leafeon and the alternate art. You've got Flareon and then Volcarona. You see where I'm getting here? Because I see where I'm getting here. This is where I'm going to start ranting. Vaporeon, Suicune, Jolteon, Dracozolt, but then Espeon, and an Espeon alternate art, and then Sylveon, and an alternate art. So, oh, and then Umbreon, and an alternate art. The thing is that one of the things that has become more and more apparent with the Pokemon Modern TCG is that oftentimes they are willing and occasionally able to sacrifice cards from a particular set if it helps give them some additional fodder for, you know, items in the future. So, just as an example, you know, we have the Eevee Heroes set, which is the Japanese equivalent, and the only cards that were ever excluded from that set were the 3 VMAX cards. Now, those VMAX cards are actually going to be included, but here's the gimmick. In Japan, there's only 3,000 sets of those that exist. So these 3 cards, the full art VMAXs, these 3 cards right here were never released in the set. However, they will be given away in a special lottery. So if you're a Players Club account holder between July 21st and September 30th, you can enter a lottery where you submit a report of a game that you played against friends or family, and then winners will be selected at a later date. Presumably, you'll get the 3 cards sandwiched together, much like the staff promos or any other promo is given out. But what's really cool is that there's a story behind it. So, you know, the cool thing is that they took them out of the Eevee Hero set, but if you want them, there's only going to be 3,000 of those. So at least there's a cool story behind how you got them, if you get them, and presumably how rare and unique a collection you'll have if you're able to get your hands on these. My issue is that for the English TCG, what we are ending up with is situations where they're painfully taking away the cards that we're missing, right? Similar to Japan. But then, on top of everything else, they take away additional cards from the Eevee Hero set, meaning they took away the full art alternate arts, and then they went ahead and they put them in boxes. And again, don't get me wrong, I like boxes. Boxes are cool, boxes are fun, boxes are a functional way to collect Pokemon cards. But the problem is that you can't have a box that just gives away some of the best cards in the set. Now, I frequently look back to the time that we got those Deoxys and Espeon and those Darkrai and Umbreon boxes. Those were super cool. They were very similar in format to these. You got a bunch of packs, you got a pin, you got the alternate arts, you got, you know, a whole bunch of really cool and interesting stuff that genuinely was really, really cool. The thing is that Upon further reflection, what I realized is it would have been super dope to have those cards in the sets that they came from or that they originated from. So as an example, having the Umbreon and Darkrai in the set that it originally premiered in as a, GX card. And again, that helps to create a situation where the set itself is more desirable because it has this alternate art card in it. And I get it. The thing is that, Evolving Skies has a ton of alternate arts already. But what I find hilarious is that they were able to cram so many in here. What's 3 more going to do to the total number? The thing is that when you have as many full art and VMAX alternate arts as you already do, I believe each and every single additional alternate art doesn't really cost you much. Think of it this way. Battle Styles had a few alternate arts, and so each additional alternate art that they added on would have been a more painful discussion about, oh geez, how far down the rabbit hole are we going to go with this alternate art thing, where, to the point where it replaces the amount of rainbow rare cards that we have. But when you have as many as you have in a set like Evolving Skies, I don't think it really costs much more, or it's not that difficult to describe it. The only thing that I can see it as, and this is rather unfortunate, is this is a money grab operation. This is one of those situations where, again, bringing you the business perspective on things, they are willing to take cards out of a set, even though in Japan they were in the set, and I'm speaking specifically of the full art Vs, not the VMAXs, which both Japanese and English excluded. But speaking of these 3 cards in particular, they're willing to take them out because 1, we're lazy and don't want to make new or cool promos, and 2, we can just make people want to buy these boxes, which we're going to charge a little bit extra on, and yeah, that's how we're going to get some extra money right around the holidays, because again, $40 is a nice price. If you're looking at it from the perspective of just the packs, you're talking about over $6 per pack if you're excluding things like the promo cards. And bear in mind, promo cards don't carry much of a premium to them. And the reason that is because they're in every box imaginable. So, this isn't a rare card anymore because you're guaranteed this card as long as you can buy this $40 box. So if we're just looking at it as on a cost per pack basis, you're talking about over $6 a pack. Whereas in a booster box, assuming, MSRP, you're paying $4. Assuming distributor pricing, you're paying less than $4, probably about $3.50 to $3.20 per pack. So it's one of those situations where the very blatant truth is that they don't give you this card in the Evolving Skies set because they know they want to withhold it, and then later on they're going to throw it at you in a box knowing fully well you're going to buy it. Now that's unfortunate because I think, 1, it's pretty transparent for anyone with enough business acumen to know how these things work, and 2, it's kind of a pain in the neck because when you compare it to Japan, you see 2 very blatant truths come out at you. The first is that in Japan, the culture around the Pokemon TCG product is a little bit different. You were not given the VMAX alternate arts. That's the truth of the matter. But in order to get them, it became even more of a quest, even more of a collector's journey. And that's what I really like and respect about Japan and the culture it's established around its TCG and the community. Again, in order to get these VMAX cards, right, they were excluded from the set. But if you wanted to get your hands on these cards, all you needed to do was have an official player club account and then tell them about a game you played with friends and family. And granted, not everyone's going to get the card, but that's the whole point. They're limited edition, they're rare, they're meant to be something special. Over here in English, however, the exact opposite is true, where instead of being special, we will print these into oblivion and you will be able to pick them up on a store shelf. It's one of those situations where it's kind of like, that really does stink. The second thing to observe about, the differences between Japan and the English TCG is that taking these cards away deprives the set of its uniqueness. Again, Evolving Skies is 2 things. It's about 2 different types of Pokemon. Evolving Pokemon like the Eeveelutions, and Sky Pokemon like Rayquaza. That's why no matter where you go, I can't stop seeing this thing in my nightmares. Anyways, it's one of those situations where Eevee Heroes was released and literally branded, labeled, and very blatantly, described as a set about the Eeveelutions, and it paid homage to them, and it was fun and cool. And yes, we didn't get 3 of the Eeveelution Full Art alternate arts, but again, there's a $3,000 count cap on each of those cards, which again is super cool, super dope, and such an interesting part of what will be TCG history in the future. Over here in the English world, however, we're just going to get this premium collection that more or less is just going to, you know, give you some stuff. And the funny thing is that it's in no way, shape, or form related to Evolving Skies. It's one of those things. We all know these cards should have been in Evolving Skies. However, we just aren't going to get them because, you know, they're in a box now. So yeah, you'll get the box, you'll get your hands on it, but Evolving Skies feels almost weirdly incomplete without, oh, I don't know, the first 3 literal Eeveelutions to ever exist. Again, we're naming a set Evolving Skies, and we're not even going to give you the original evolving Pokemon that Eevee evolved into. The irony here can't be understated. All that said, it's one of those situations. You're going to get your hands on them. You know, it's a premium collection, so let those words scare you as they will. You know, Marnie, Rayquaza, blah, blah, blah. But it's one of those things. Assuming you can get your hands on this stuff, and even if you can't, the stuff will get ripped. Go on TCG Player in a few weeks, and I'm sure these cards will be relatively cheap, at least compared to their counterparts in the actual set, which aren't seeded 1 per 1, meaning you can't just pull them out of a box because they're in the box. And I have a feeling the prices will go down. Now, all that said, of course, they are Eeveelutions, so you don't know what's going to happen, and it's also, you know, a post-pandemic world, so again, a variety of things can cause the demand on this stuff to behave weirdly and wonkily, and also the supply to then be affected. But again, one of those situations. Promo cards tend to be a lot cheaper, even if they are alternate art cards, and so I have a feeling that for anyone who wants to pick these up, you could probably just pick them up. And my personal opinion would be skip the box because it's a money grab, and the way the box is designed, it is quite literally designed to be a money grab. So it's one of those situations where I would probably just pick up the promos unless you want one of these each to display or something of the sort. But with all that said, friends, let me know your thoughts down below. Again, this is one of those videos, it's my opinion, so, you know, definitely feel free to let me know if you have an opinion differing to or contrary to my own. I would love to have discussion down below. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like on the video if you learned anything new about the Eeveelution sets, how to calculate cost per pack, and yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to join our happy little community. And other than that, friends, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk soon. Peace.